Hey, love bugs. Yeah, I know this is day 3 in a row of little video of us. Well, us, I mean me. I just had a lot on my mind, and I thought that I could just vent to you guys. I am just, see, what's today's date? April 16th. It's Monday, April 16th. So, if you're viewing this video, that means you survived Friday the 13th. So, how was your Friday the 13th? Mine was crappy. But I kind of just wanted to show you a little bit. I'll show you a little bit. So, as you can see, this is some of our, these are the vacation supplies that we still need. There's some more down here that's more personal. So, I have that, and then I have things that I need to get by this date. Well, that you could see, but you know, so this is a lot of the stuff that we need to get then, and just kind of the stuff that is still pending as far as what the paycheck we were supposed to, the delayed paycheck that we have, some of that stuff is going to go into it, but now I'm having to break everything up. That first sheet I showed you was everything that I am going to be, that I still need overall. Everything I still need overall. And that second list was the stuff that I can wait to get closer to the date, and we still have when we're going to get that, and then after that, everything else is, that should be everything we need. So hopefully we have everything we need, but I didn't bring the itinerary over because, again, that is going to stress me out. Sorry. For some reason, my nails aren't working for me today. Like, you can see this piece here, it's just not filing down properly. And I hate emery boards. They give me the heebie-jeebies. So, yeah. Anyway, so that is what's going on as far as vacation is concerned. And then, excuse me, there's been a lot going on. I finished all of my scrapbook pages. I don't have enough scrapbooks for everything to go into right now, so I have to buy more scrapbooks this weekend, and then work everything out. And so yeah, things are going good-ish. This morning was rough. Excuse me. So, Alex and I had an argument this morning, and so I was yelling and my voice is gone. That's why my throat hurts. That's why I keep coughing. So I'm just trying to talk things out and get things out of my head and get myself out of my head, because this is hard for me. It's hard when you have an argument, because the one person that you're looking to help you is not helping you. So the one person that you really need to, just say, I need help, I need this, I need that, I need all of this, you can't come to, because he's the one that's causing all the problems. He's the one who isn't listening, and you just need somebody just to say, I'll help you, it's so difficult when, you want to just say, I need help with this, I need help with that, I need to do this, I need to do that. If you would just listen to me, but you guys are already fighting over everything, and he's already not listening, and then he's gonna have to listen to you say, you're not listening to me. That doesn't compute in his head, and he doesn't get why it's frustrating. He doesn't get why it hurts you. He doesn't get why he doesn't understand why you're upset about it, and that just makes it worse and worse and worse. And he's got his own problems from other issues, and it's just hard when you're the one who always problem solves, and then when you've got a problem that you can't solve and you want help and you need help, the person that you have the problem with is the one you have to turn to fix the problem. He's already not listening. He's already zoned you out because you're yelling at him, and he's already zoned you out because you can't, he's just done with, in his head it's drama, and in his head it's useless, but to you it's everything. So all of the thoughts in your head, all of the budgeting in your head, everything that's going on in your head, he's zoned out because he can't handle that, much less help you, so it's and then you're already frustrated for one thing, and then he stops listening, which then makes you more upset because he zones you out, and he's not helping, and he's not listening, and it's just like beating a dead horse to him, and it's just where do you go from there? How do you fix the problems when you can't even speak the problems out without to a person who is just adding to the problem by not listening, and it's just a chaotic mess, and you're trying your hardest to just do what you can and fix what you can and write what you can, but when your anxiety threshold is hit and there's nothing else for your mind to refocus on, there's nothing else for you to organize, there's nothing else for you to write, there's nothing else for you to just readjust to, then you're just kind of stuck in your anxiety. And all of the things that you've been anxious for and that you have been trying to, keep away and keep off and just leave it alone, because there's nothing more you can do at this point. And the more you think about it, the more you're going to try and cause problems in your brain. So you try to keep it occupied with other things. And so, when all of those other venues have already been organized, and when you've already done everything, and all you're left to do is worry with what's left to do for this big thing that's on a delayed schedule at this point. How do you deal with that? Like, how do you get rid of that anxiety? You know, you can only leave it alone for so long. And you'll deal with it when you can, but at the same time, you're just constantly thinking about it. Because what else is there to think about right now? Yeah, like, for my head, there's nothing else for me to even think about. You know, nothing else is happening around me that can distract me, you know, from worrying about this delayed paycheck. And I've sent myself panic attacks. I've sent myself into tizzies. I've sent myself into full-on mental breakdowns. You know, and there's just nothing, literally nothing that I can do. There's nothing else I can prepare for. You know, there's nothing else I can refocus my energy on. And so I'm stuck between trying to occupy my mind away from the anxiety, but also not forgetting that it is still there and it still needs to be dealt with when it needs to be dealt with. And I'm struggling. And, you know, Alex is tired of hearing me talk about it. He's tired of hearing me hash it out and think it out and do all these things about it. He's tired of it. I'm tired of it. I can't do anything else. So now I can't just stop thinking about everything. I'm always having to work on the next move and the next object and the next objective and the next plan. And my mind doesn't stop. My mind doesn't break. My mind doesn't stop. It just won't. It's gonna constantly be there until this big event happens. It's just gonna be there. And I can't stop myself from thinking about it. I can't stop myself from saying, oh, well, what do we need? You know, are we going to need this? Are we going to need that? You know, and just all of these things I'm thinking these things in my head and like planning out days and planning out weeks. And just, you know, going through every day that we're going to need things. And yeah, it drives me crazy. Yes, it's giving me a headache. Yes, it's giving me anxiety. But not planning and not knowing what's going to happen and not knowing how to prepare for those things is going to make my anxiety 10 times worse. And I can't have that. I am the worst. I'm the worst control freak at this point, and I can't stop. I have to wait on other people for help. And their help can't come on my time. They have their own lives, they've got their own issues. And so for me, now it's just a waiting game of when it's going to be convenient for them to help me. shitty way to think about it. But that's how it is. I don't want to inconvenience anyone. I have a fear of failure. I have OCD. And I can't. Plain and simple. I don't like failing someone. I don't like being unprepared. I don't like not, having 110% of what's mine, what I'm in control over, be perfect. I'm constantly doing quality control and all of these things. I'm constantly needing reassurance. I'm constantly needing approval. But at the same time, I'm holding myself to this standard. I'm holding myself to this, perfectionistic standard of everything's got to be perfect. Everything has to be, all your ducks have to be in a row. Everything has to be, you just have to have everything done and planned and organized and ready. And if it's not 100% planned out, then you fail. That's how my mind is killing me at this point. And so, I'm holding myself to this standard. I know I am. And I know that's what's causing my anxiety. And I know that's what's causing my OCD. But I don't like disappointing people. And I feel like I'm disappointing my husband and myself if I don't plan for everything to have a good time, for us to be able to just enjoy ourselves while we're down there and enjoy family and enjoy everything. If I don't prepare for, everything down there, all the activities we plan on doing, then, I'm preparing for us to fail and not for us to succeed and have fun. And it is my own problems. It's my own battle. It is my own standards that I am killing. I am killing myself over these standards that I can't fail. And the fact that I am not living up to my own standards means that I'm failing my own standards, which means I'm a failure. And if I'm failing myself, who else am I failing? And I know that this is all just in my head, and I know that this is all just on me. And I know probably nobody's gonna watch this mental breakdown that I'm having right now. But I just need to get this out. I just need to let it all go. I just need to let it, do whatever. I just, I don't even know. I look really bad right now. I haven't slept in God knows how long. Excuse me. I haven't slept for a while. That's probably adding to the emotion, you know, and Mother Nature's adding to the emotion, and, you know, everything has just. April has sucked. April sucks. You know, I've had disappointment after disappointment after disappointment after disappointment after failure after problem after stress after all of these things, and I just on top of all of my it's one thing to just have these standards and to not be holding up to them. But then you have to think about outside things like just family problems and certain, people die every day. It's different when it affects you personally. But, I've had a few friends pass away recently. And there have just been a lot of obstacles as far as this vacation is concerned. And everything, it's like I try to go up just a little bit. I try to make more traction. I try to get going. I try to get better. And then all of a sudden, here I am coming right back down to where I started. And I mean, I don't even know anymore. I don't know. I don't know. Like, I have no idea. I don't know why. It just feels like one step forward, two steps back. Try to get ahead. I try to plan ahead, and then something knocks me back. And where do I run? Where do I go? What do I do from here? I can't run into Alex when I'm having a mental breakdown when he's the cause of the problem. And there's nothing that he can physically do when I'm in the middle of a nervous breakdown and he's the problem. There's nothing he can do to fix that problem at that point. Because at that point, everything is just hit the fan. So, you know, and it's not always Alex's fault. It's not always Alex's problem. There's only so much I can do. There's only so much I can plan for. There's only so much that I can be. I don't know why I have a superwoman complex. I don't know why I put that on myself. I don't. How do you guys deal with stress? How do you guys deal with anxiety? Do you guys see a therapist? Do you guys take medicine? You know, how do you guys get through your mental health issues? Leave your comments down below, letting me know what you think and how you feel. Or how you deal, see? I'm just so out of it, you know, and trying to get better, trying to get through things, talking things out sometimes helps me. Writing things down sometimes helps me, but I haven't been able to do that or tell anyone my concerns without them being annoyed with me, and that hurts. It's like my mental health and my problems are a nuisance to them. And I don't want to inconvenience them and annoy them. So, yeah. I gotta let you guys go. Maybe a call to my sister will help. Leave your suggestions down below as far as how you deal with mental health and how you know, what you guys do. If you meditate, if you are religious, if you pray or anything of that nature. Just how do you personally deal with stress and anxiety and mental health problems? Did not want to leave a depressing video, but I guess this is where it's at today. I'm sorry. Sorry if you guys stopped watching, if you unsubscribe. You guys are you guys are my way of venting at this point. My thoughts were so befuddled and I just couldn't think. So my voice is probably gone. I can tell that my ears are stopped up. I don't feel very well. But remember that I love you, love bugs. Mwah.